All right, it's the Brute and the Fruit with another companion audio commentary.
And this time, we're going to be tackling the M. Night Shyamalan film. There we
Oh,
go. Oh, bail me out, Burger.
all right. This is M. Night Shyamalan's masterpiece. This came out a year
Masterpiece
ago.
of shit.
Masterpiece of shit.
It's his masterpiece of shit. It's a terrible film, and I've heard reviews on podcasts and other places that were favorable for this, that they liked it, and they were like, they liked, and they found reasons to like it, and I don't know how. There was a point the last time I watched this film, and I was on some mind altering substances. The movie looked like it was all deep faked.
Why? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing at times, and like they weren't even on. Like everything was
It looked like
a
it was
fake set.
like a fake
Yeah,
set.
and I wasn't on drugs.
Yeah, but supposedly they were in the Dominican the whole time filming this on this beach.
They were in the Dominican in a studio
Right.
that they were renting for $35 an hour.
But this movie's terrible. We don't need to go through the M. Night Shyamalan shit. We're going through this to give it the good old fashioned rogering that it deserves.
It deserves an intense hate rogering.
Yeah, like it, and that's what we're here to provide. Here at the Brew and the Fruit. So right now we have it queued up. HBO Max. It's gone through. There's a preview that goes beforehand, and the Universal Pictures insignia has just gone off the screen, and we're paused, and the time remaining is exactly 1 hour and 48 minutes. So
It's already
Burger,
too long.
Yeah, are you ready for old?
I've never been so ready in my life for anything.
All right, well here we go. We're gonna, like always, in 3, 2, 1, play.
I'd rather grow old in the next hour and 48 minutes to watch this piece of shit.
So Blinding Edge Pictures should be on your screen, and now here we go, the opening credits.
Blinding Edge Pictures.
I'd rather be blind.
Old.
So
I'd rather be ramrodded with a hot iron.
here we go.
Anamica Resort. I wonder if that means something.
It might. So this woman here was in the Phantom Thread with what's his face? Daniel Day-Lewis. It was Paul Thomas Anderson. This was her
I've
movie
never
choice
seen it.
after that.
This is the one, right? This came right
I
after.
can't wait to hear it when you get older. There's
Oh yeah, there you go.
How old does a child have to be to do scuba diving? You're a bit too young. It's like age. So it's very convenient.
Yeah. Right. You have to live in the moment. It's beautiful.
This guy, I can't stand this guy. This bulky looking motherfucker.
You don't like Balky?
No, he looks like Bronson Pinchot or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, Bronson Pinchot. The guy who was reprimanded by Janice Dickinson on Surreal Life.
You know something's up when this fucking guy is waiting for you.
Yeah. A
Like, when you
ginger
have
and
all
the
these people-
Dominican.
Our version of paradise.
Hello, welcome.
Our version of paradise.
So this is Madrid. Should take care of you.
Sorry, no alcohol for you kids till you're older.
Complimentary cocktails.
They got a vein in her
How
right arm.
big you guys are.
It was outrageous.
Can you believe I found this online? Where else would you have found it?
Where else? Yeah. Can you believe there's this
Can
thing?
you believe I found this online?
There's this
Like,
thing
that's
called-
such a lazy. That's such a lazy way to put it. Like, if we're, it's like we're going in the weeds on this movie, all right? So if you're gonna get pissed about nitpicking, this is not the commentary to listen to, because this movie deserves to be nitpicked.
It does.
Because there are people out there who never in a million years get an opportunity to put their art out there for people to see, and this guy literally took poop and threw it at film and put it out and said, "This is my art," and it really is offensive, and it pisses me off.
It's offensive use of money too.
Exactly.
10% of this budget would change my life forever. I would make some really beautiful art if I got 1% of what this movie cost.
I mean, look at where they're shooting. It's extravagant.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that that's the point, but for fuck's sake,
Can you believe I found this place online?
where else would you where else would you have found it?
It's such a stupid line.
So you can already tell, like, there's shit,
There's 250,000 predator-related injuries.
I feel like if you look close enough, you'll be able to see a camera on the reflection.
but that's probably computer. I mean, this is like you can't say M. Night Shyamalan doesn't know how to work a fucking camera. Like, it's almost like he's purposely going like, I'm going to make beautiful looking pieces of shit. It's like I already made The Sixth Sense. Like I already made a serious masterpiece. I've already made my alien invasion movie.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be Ed Wood, except it's gonna look fucking amazing. I mean, like this whole shot, that's great. Look at the reflection of her in the window.
Yeah, it's about the only good shot though, because then he makes really weird decisions throughout the movie of like, he'll just move the camera away and show the beach, and then move the camera, and it's like he does these really weird, just go over and pan to the
it's
cliff.
the idea of so like if you watch something fantastic like Children of Men, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the camera wanders. It's wandering to show you the world, right? In this, it's like he's like staring at one of the characters, and then the camera just like goes and looks at some sand, and then like returns back to the character,
Right.
or returns back. Yeah,
You're not accomplishing anything with that shot.
What are your names? What do you do for a living? How many of the parents or these adults have told them to fuck themselves? Here's what I want to know: is this dude banging both these chicks?
Of course he is. Look at him.
They're sitting so close together. Yeah, look at him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. They're all around the same age.
What's
He's
your
sitting right in the
occupation?
middle.
Is that a appropriate thing to go around and ask people? I mean, I guess it is. What's your occupation? Just the way you might as well ask what your salary is.
I just never heard of I would have never go up to random strangers on the beach and start asking them questions.
Well, yeah, but look at the kid. I mean, he's obviously like.
I'm your friend. Go leave. My mom might let me FaceTime you. Then we can be friends.
He's precocious.
Right.
Make up stories. Then we can go to the same college together.
The same college together.
Mortgages.
Mortgages. What? I mean, is it because his dad is a fucking insurance? So because Balky is some like life insurance guy, his kid is like some pussified fucking weirdo who talks about mortgages even though he's only 7 or 6
I
years old.
suppose. My dad was a asphalt.
See, but look
Trader,
at,
I
look
never-
at the framing of this right now.
Uh-huh.
It's a perfect the rule of thirds.
Right,
look,
right. It
but then
is.
it's also the diagonal, like her eyes up to his. Now she's in the center. It's very well done. I mean,
He blew all his creative juices in the first 8 minutes.
Let's not bring an irrelevant medical condition into this.
so one of them is sick, but they're also breaking up. But they think that they're doing the kids a favor by sticking it through. I don't think that's ever a good idea, right?
No.
Stay together for the kids. So here's your
I mean-
holiday.
You're always
Here we
thinking
go.
about the future. It makes me feel not seen.
They don't want the kids to worry about shit, but they're arguing and they can hear them in the next room.
Right. They don't actually care.
Yeah.
They stop.
I think they stopped.
Why don't you clap?
What's the does Dad sometimes get too out of control and just start wailing on Mom?
No. He's a pussy. He's like this. He's scared. Because he says he's an life insurance guy.
Mhm.
He's scared of shit. He's
It makes
always,
me
he's
feel
always thinking
unseen.
about the future. And so, obviously, this movie is, as a viewer for me, I'm watching and I'm going, oh, okay, there's a deeper story he's trying to tell here, and it's about how our children are forced to grow up too fast because parents can't get along with each other and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And yeah, I don't really think that was his intention, but you could see how maybe if this movie was well received and people like thought it was like deep and brilliant, how you'd be like, my intention there was to show how kids are just forced to grow up too fast these days. Here's another thing that makes no sense, and people have already pointed it out, is like how that guy hasn't aged so much by the time they show up the next day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe they didn't hit the aging switch.
No, there is no switch. That's
Sit up, Kara, honey. Right? You don't want to be hunched when you grow up, baby. It's very unattractive. Boys will get turned off.
this was like a very interesting choice to introduce characters. Because like you just jump, it's the next morning and you're expecting to be at breakfast with the French family,
Right.
and you jump to this fucking like
This
random,
preppy bitch.
yeah,
So how's
skinny,
family? Any plans today?
calcium deficient bitch, and then now you go to them, and it's like, okay, that was interesting, but it wasn't interesting in like, I wonder what that meant. It felt it was very blatant, like, well, obviously these people are characters now in the film, and like, it's not like David Lynch where it's like we never saw those characters. We never, like, it would have been a better choice if we never saw those characters again.
Uh huh.
Like, if you never saw those characters again,
Yeah,
they
then
weren't
it would have been
characters.
like, what the hell was that?
So then you go, that was an interesting choice. Like,
You're a nice fan. So I
like, wow.
Right. And then you
and
could,
it makes you think.
yeah. Even though it probably means nothing.
Because that's the thing. This movie becomes better if it's a David Lynch kind of movie that's surrealist, where like where things become surreal. But this movie is more like it's trying to be like Alfred Hitchcock, or M. Night Shyamalan even. He's like, it's trying to be something that's not.
Right. Or it's
It's paint by numbers, And it's like right here again. The lady with the seizure. Obviously, like this becomes the whole crux of the entire movie.
My wife has epilepsy. I'm a nurse. My name is Jerry.
Because it's her condition that it's her condition that they cure.
was it? Did he just? My wife is having a seizure. I'm a nurse. My name is Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just leave a line.
Well, because he said I'm a doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor. It's Jerry, by the way.
We know.
All right, next act, I'll spin my head around 360.
Berger pointed out. I mean, we might as well.
Okay. What? Fine, I will.
You know
There's-
you're thinking it.
This Asian man, Juntao, is married to a black woman. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, and they're at a resort. It's just like there's maybe 11 couples on planet Earth that are an Asian man and a black woman.
I mean,
One of
I
them happens to
personally,
be, and one of them
never,
happens to
ever
have.
seen it.
I've never seen it personally.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I've never even seen it on TV. I've never even seen it on the internet.
Yeah, I've never seen something like that.
That's like a unicorn fucking Godzilla or something. It's like the you don't even. It's like out of the realm of
there he is.
imagination.
There's his cameo.
Mm-hmm. At least he's not.
What are your names and occupations?
He's not
What are your names and
a
occupations?
hero.
Mind
Like he
your own
was in-
goddamn business, you fucking brat. Go sit down.
Piece of shit.
I mean, this little punk coming out to you, he's like, get the fuck away from me.
Mind your own
This
beeswax.
British guy. I'd be asking questions right now. Hey, why are you taking us to a place that you just unlocked? Why was this locked up?
Okay, my friends. You can just call us and we'll pick you up whenever.
So is the little kid
At 5 p.m.
whose uncle is this supposed to be the little kid's uncle?
No, the little kid's uncle is the ginger.
Okay, because they don't look like they would be related.
Well, kids eat a lot of food. And you got 3 of them with you.
Oh, seems like a waste.
Kids eat a lot of food, and you have 3 of them with you. It seems like a waste.
Could you help us carry some of these bags, please? We've got an elderly person here and a child.
I'm sorry, I gotta get back, but it's not far. Just walk down, you see a beautiful slot canyon. Walk through that in a few minutes, you'll be there. Enjoy.
I mean, this is a really paint by numbers. You find out later on in the film that this is like the 73rd test that they've run. So this is this guy's 73rd time doing this bullshit. You got to imagine the first or second time, like, his act was pretty good, you know, like, oh no, I can't, you know.
Yeah,
he
right.
was very like, I don't care right there.
Yeah, it's just down there. I gotta get back. Go fuck yourselves. Have fun.
Right? Yeah, I was like, why are you giving us so much food? Well, hey, you got kids, right? And they need food.
It's like in Groundhog Day when Bill Murray's trying to hook up with Annie McDowell, and then he keeps going through the same routine so much trying to get her in bed, he just skips all like the little shit to try to get to the end.
Yeah.
Oh, kids are throwing snowballs. Oh my god. Oh, let's get them. Okay.
Great shit.
Top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Tim Burton too. Like Tim Burton used to be like better. Like his stuff was original, and then when it comes to doing stuff like Charlie and the Chocolate
think
Factory or Alice in Wonderland, it's just like, oh, I'm Tim Burton, and this is a Tim Burton movie.
Well, I think that the fact that he got screwed and didn't get like a Best Director nomination for Big Fish or didn't win for Big Fish really discouraged him, because I mean that was his magnum masterpiece. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just more that.
no, I think you get to a point. Those guys will get to a point where you become disenchanted, where it's like, well, what the fuck? I might as well just do the fucking. Why take any chances?
Yeah.
Because Big Fish was a chance. Charlie and Chocolate Factory wasn't a chance. You're doomed to fail. Like, you're doomed to fail. Why? So you just do it for the cash.
I suppose.
That's why he's doing some fucking. I want to say it's Addams Family, like a TV show reboot. He's behind. Rob Zombie's doing the Munsters.
Oh, I saw Addams Family was something was happening with Addams Family.
And Tim Burton is doing the Addams Family.
And Beetlejuice, is he doing Beetlejuice too?
I don't know.
I heard that was
haven't seen
happening. Winona Ryder is doing the new Beetlejuice movie.
Dad? Yeah. What book am I reading?
I don't fucking know what book you're reading. I do not understand what book you're reading. What does it fucking matter? That's like my French Balky impersonation. What a bitch. What book am I reading?
Is it he not paying enough attention to her?
Of course, that's what I mean.
No, never mind. I'll tell you later.
That's the thing with women sometimes. They
Oh,
just
here we
tell you
go.
all sorts of unnecessary shit. So then
The
you,
worst one, another terrible
Mid-sized sedan.
mid-size sedan. That's the worst rap name ever.
It's the worst nickname. It's the worst.
It's the
idea.
the most unoriginal. Like, it's terrible. Mid-size sedan. Like, I get, like, there's a point. There's a point where it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, rapper names are really weird nowadays.
Yeah.
But like mid-size sedan is so like not
like-
the name of someone that a little girl would be freaking out to see on the beach.
When they're sitting around, right.
It's not like it's like Flow Rida or Pitbull.
Yeah.
Mid-size sedan.
They were all sitting around the table, and they're like, "All right, we got to make this movie within the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
We need a name for a rapper. First one,
They
go."
had a guy. They
Make
just had
size-
some intern there just typing up a storm on a fucking iMac, just like.
It's like-
They go to a beach and they get older there for some reason. Like, oh, that's fucking good. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
They're
we
all
gotta
like
make it 2 hours long.
cocaine and like Adderall and yeah, it's good. Actually, if they were on Adderall, they probably would have. Like, this was an interesting shot. The whole like, tag, you're frozen.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it
was,
neat.
and then it followed it with this.
It was like the
I'm gonna get a condominium.
idiot.
I'm really, really hungry.
This kid, I hate this kid.
You hate the kid?
Yeah, he's just, this.
Kid
I'm
hater.
gonna go. I can't live like this. I'm gonna live in a condominium. It's so like, fucking. It's taking the hammer and beating you over the head with it.
Yeah.
Oh, these kids, they have to grow up too fast.
Who would leave this? Hey, Mom! From the hotel! They're so rusted!
Put that down. You can get infected or you cut yourself.
You know what she reminds me of?
Who?
The mom here. She reminds me of. Oh, what's her name? I honestly can't remember. It's like Cecil de France or something. The lead character, the lead in High Tension.
Oh, okay.
Remember? She like
Yeah.
had the butch haircut. Except the chick in High Tension like really pulled it off.
Right, and she did. She performed good in that
Right.
movie. Right.
That's a hell of a performance. That movie, the extremeness of that movie is of the time. Like, that's what was going on in movies at that time, you know. But
It's appropriately named.
It's appropriately named. It's really. So again, mid-sized sedan hasn't aged a fucking second at this point.
Well, to be fair, black don't crack.
Oh God, damn it! We're not gonna be able to put this out now.
What? That's a compliment. Is that Lady Gaga?
No. I think it was she was like an Asian girl. L.
He has really pretty eyes.
Now he says something like this whole performance is just so. See, like, doesn't this looks like it's in front of a green screen right
Right.
here. Like it's deep faked. Is that because of how high resolution of camera they're using, or is it because it's all bullshit? Like, this at least looks. Well, no, this doesn't even look like it's really like. This looks like it could be at a beach, like a real. She looks like Miles Teller with a butch haircut.
Wow.
Do you see it?
She looks like she could be Miles Teller's mom.
She looks like she looks like she could be Miles Teller's identical twin sister in the movie Whiplash.
That's a great fucking movie.
That's a great fucking movie.
That's a 5 cheeseburger movie. That's the kind of movie I love that movie so much that I don't want to watch it.
I feel ya.
My chest feels funny.
Well, you know, we should have gotten a yacht like I suggested, Agnes. You shouldn't have fought me on there. You see, now we're mixed up in
She should call her a cunt.
island issue. I mean,
You cunt. You old cunt. I mean, that's how she's talking to her.
Yeah, she might as well. She's being
My
polite though. 'cause
my
there's children
swimsuit
around.
is hurting. Oh, Miles Teller is realizing that her kid is outgrowing. See, like, why is this guy not fucking talking?
He's
He's just standing there like a
traumatized or
fucking
something.
robot.
I know most people who die on vacation die from
See, this is I remember. Remember we were talking about this scene last time. How it just looks like he's green screen in front
It's
of a
totally
fucking,
green screen. I mean, it's
in front of a.
I'm an actuary. I calculate people's insurance.
it looks awful. It looks like something like you could do in high school, having a green screen, and then you position their bodies like they've done just in the right way to where you can't tell they're standing in front of a green screen.
Yeah, like it's a high resolution, and you got the fucking the beach.
No reception at all.
Yeah.
I guess our beach day's over. We're gonna keep an eye on him
Over.
and the body.
Our beach day's over. Oh, and here comes, of course.
Here comes the
Again, I think you know what? I
Unlikely
think it's a
couple.
better movie
Just get dropped off
if
at the resort.
if the calcium bitch and the seizure bitch don't show up here, and it's just new people.
yeah.
Because then again, it's just like I don't. It's like of course the guy from Lost and his wife show up.
Juntao. Juntao from Rush Hour.
We really don't know what happened. Well, I think this man had something to do with it.
I was involved.
Oh, now he talks.
Around, bro. Dang.
His nose is bleeding. I think he got it when he was trying to defend himself.
I don't like this dynamic at all.
My nose is
I don't like this dynamic either.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Charles,
Now he's talking.
with your mother. She's asking for you, honey.
Well, we're all in this now. We are responsible for that woman. I've got nothing against this man. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Just turns into who done it. Doom doom doom.
See, that would have been better. That would have been better.
You obviously have a signal out here. How else would people call to go back?
What would have been better is if this was a 22-minute episode of The Twilight Zone,
Right.
and it would have been a
Look at this. This
mediocre
looks like
episode.
that looked like he was CGI'd in. Oh God.
And even that whole thing, like, so cheap.
So cheap.
Go back out. You were holding your head. You look like you're in pain, babe.
You blacked out.
You blacked out. It's like, did he really need to have that guy's like, what terrible script? We know he blacked out. She just said it. You God damn it.
Yeah, of course it's the child. Listen, I'm gonna get a van to take us back to the resort. First, I'm gonna deal with all this, all right?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I know you've been stressed. Don't let this upset you. Help these people through this, Charles.
So what did you hear?
Help these people through this, Charles.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I saw you were talking to my husband. I know you're dealing with a lot with that woman right now. But something is wrong with my son. Some kind of reaction.
Is it severe? I don't have time for this.
I don't have time.
I don't have time.
I don't have goddamn time. Do you realize what's going
Can't
on?
you tell how
We're
busy
on
I
a
am?
beach right now. I don't have time to do a goddamn thing.
I'm telling you this because I want you to trust me and not think I'm being hysterical when I say there's something very wrong with my child.
He seems fine to me. He's playing with my daughter.
He's playing with my daughter.
How?
Oh, you got pubes coming out of your undies.
It's
Hold my hand. Okay.
Willow? Japanese maple?
so
Get scared, just tell me, okay?
their hair and their nails
What do you keep looking at?
aren't growing,
Yeah.
but they make it. They allude to something for. There's a reason for it. I don't remember what it is,
I mean, reasons.
but then they do,
Here,
like,
come on.
I don't know. So they're showing the kids like this because they're, I don't,
Because they're like in between ages. of
right?
when they
But they don't
cast
want to
them.
like go like
They don't want to go through the trouble of casting a child for every age that they turn into.
Or at least doing like a CGI type of a thing where you could sort of try to make them look a little bit older.
Do you really need more CGI in this world, Burger?
I mean, no, but no.
I mean, no, I don't need more of that. No, this was fine. I don't need them. I would have rather them tried more on maybe, better dialogue, names and occupations. God, this fucking kid. Fuck this kid.
He remembers everyone's names and thinks about them.
Everything's gonna be okay. What's your name?
This guy, what? He's clearly the winner of this movie.
I'll guess. I'm good at this.
Like he's
11, right, Trent?
he's putting the right amount of performance in, like
Right. Yeah,
it's,
he's
as if,
not.
it's as if he knew this was gonna be a turn, and so he's like, you know what? I think I could get away with just doing like a 4.
Everything is gonna be okay. What's your name?
Let me guess. I'm good at this.
My name's Juntao.
You're 11.
Okay. What's your best friend's name?
Maddox.
Oh.
How sweet. Have you seen my children?
Have you seen my
Is
glasses?
everyone trying to play a joke on us?
What? Aren't these?
That's what I was asking.
I'm right here, Mom.
His name is Ken.
Mom?
I think it's Lung.
Mom?
Leung. How would you pronounce that?
Lang?
Lang, maybe. Yeah, Ken Lang. He was Sang in Rush Hour. He was Miles Strom in Lost.
Yeah.
And Admiral Satura in Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh.
He's also Detective Stephen Singh in Saw.
Get the kids back to their
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, he's had quite a career.
He's had a hell of a career.
I forgot he was
That's what I'm
in
saying.
Star
He
Wars
won-
because
he
that
won
movie
this-
sucked.
He won this movie. And I want you to know something, Burger.
Yeah?
At the end of this film, when we get our the love child, let's say, I'm not gonna give away who it's a love child of yet, but the old Alex Wolff's older character,
Okay. Yes.
he's supposed to be 50, and he looks 50, right?
Yes.
In real life, he's 38 years old.
Yeah. That's astonishing.
Oh,
Uh-oh. It's a high-speed
Where is
chase
he
with a
going?
mid-sized sedan.
mid-size. Yep, that's like a Bronco, I guess, right? No, mid-size sedan.
He's like OJ.
Why did he stop? Like he stopped running.
Because
Wouldn't he have
his
just-
headache is too
Yeah,
severe.
but wouldn't he have just like run into the fucking thing and like
Oh.
this is just so.
Oh, my head.
Boo.
What happened? You came out with your heads on your hands and then you passed out.
Damn.
Take it easy.
Intense cranial pressure as I've been deep underwater.
So they're getting the bends.
Yeah. They're getting intense cranial pressure, which
and
is
it's
what
very
I'm experiencing.
like a lot of Vince McMahon-isms, you know. Intense cranial pressure. Oh, you mean a headache?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the bends?
That's ridiculous.
No, I saw it, Chris. So Darren got out.
What I know is that we have to get these kids to a hospital now.
So now French Miles Teller's bitching at her husband because her husband's being a coward and taking other people's side, and she was being hysterical, like, "We need to take these children."
break off into groups of 2 in case people black out.
Chris will go with me.
And then they keep they keep obviously alluding to a man in the fucking hills, so you know that there's something else going on. So ultimately, now what they've done, here's the thing: now what they've done is they've made the beach, whatever's going on at the beach, irrelevant. You know, like obviously everyone watching is worried about what's going on at the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, what they're doing by introducing someone watching them from far away is there's something else going on that has nothing to do with the beach.
Right.
So now everything that's happening on the beach doesn't really matter when it comes to whatever the ultimate message or story of the the purpose of the film is.
Yeah. That would have been
Because
another.
the beach, because the beach is the cause of what the purpose of the film is.
That would have been another
Now.
thing that would have made the movie better is never explaining any of it.
We're on a remote underground.
Right. I think this was based on like a short story or a book or something
Mm-hmm.
that it didn't have an explanation.
Yeah.
There wasn't people doing testing for drugs.
Still can't get any reception. Doctor, before we do anything else, can you take a look at our children, please?
Oh,
Oh,
it's racist lunatic. I mean, that's a really bad way to approach.
oh, totally.
Like,
Put that down right now, doctor.
What's wrong, Jerry?
you know that if. I mean, I understand he's losing his mind.
I thought he was gonna hurt me.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Was he talking about salt? Let me see that last word. That's assault, man. Calm down.
That's assault,
What's your
man.
name?
My name's Messiah
Um,
Sedan. Like that's
He still
obviously-
uses his-
yeah, it's like
his working
stage
name.
My name's Ultimate Warrior, brother.
I just got stabbed. My name's Ultimate Warrior. My wife's name is Dana Warrior.
God.
No, this is not making any sense, Chris. I need to get my ass to a hospital now.
It's like John Tenta going around. My name's Earthquake.
It's hard to explain.
Him and Fred Ottman going to a Golden Corral and just.
It's messed up, man.
What's the what? Can we get a name for the order? It's Earthquake. Yeah, Typhoon.
So they go to Starbucks.
Speaking of Golden Corral, the Buzzin in Marysville is moving to where the Golden Corral used to be.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's huge news.
yeah,
Now, the place has been there since the dawn of time.
yeah. 30 years, at least.
What did you say?
I don't know, man. Maybe it was butterfly stroke. I don't watch the Summer Olympics like
Oh gosh,
You were sick.
that was like someone wrote that line and thought, we got him. That's a good one. I don't know. Maybe it was butterfly stroke. I don't watch that. It's like, oh no, that's not what he meant. Like, what a dick.
Still work here? I'm still hungry.
So hungry.
She's 78.
See, now that's why they have 3 kids. That's why they need so
Her
much
mother
food.
was somewhere between 12 and 13, and she turned 6 2 weeks ago, Tuesday.
What?
We're older.
American?
I don't know what's happening to the three of you, sweetheart. For now, I have another swimsuit in my bag, and maybe should change into that.
Might be about
My name is Miles Teller, and I'm a good drummer. You should change into this new bathing suit I have. And now,
Don't-
mid-sized sedans eyeing the teenage girl.
Who thinks
Oh, there's a good shot. See?
Uh-huh.
lengths of a pool against currents, and then
He just got a gig.
swim in
Oh, now it's.
on the coast
He just got
shore.
a GIF from Google
The distances to swim out
for the overhead shot.
to get around this coast.
It's from Survivor from like 15 years ago. Look at how weird that shot is. Like, how did they not watch this when during the process of editing the film? And, I mean, like, this shot looks absurd.
I just wanted somebody to know that.
Okay.
I have a problem with my blood. A rare issue with its clotting. I came to this island to see the ocean and remember I'm connected to something big.
Is that the little girl?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Right.
Yeah.
I don't feel the same way I felt yesterday or this morning, and I don't think my parents would understand. My thoughts have more colors in them now.
When
Yesterday I had a few colors. They were really strong, and now I have more. And they're quieter.
Everyone, gather!
when the mom ultimately has her tumor surgery, there's a point where she's the girl's sitting there and she's all like scared, and mid-sized sedan's behind her and he's got his hand on her shoulder like he's like her companion.
Yeah.
And there's a version of this where mid-sized sedan is taking her back behind the cove there, and
Looks all right to me.
He's doing the math in his head. He's like, well, shit, now she's got to be at least 18, 19. Okay, it's all right.
All right,
like,
she just turned 20 as I was
right,
going through that in my
hey.
head.
Hey, I did the math.
By the time I'm done with her, she'll be 26.
Yeah, what a monster.
We just have to make
With a brain of a fucking 9-year-old or whatever.
Yeah. Which is more stuff that they doesn't really make sense.
He's not aging, she's aging. Obviously, the kids are going to age faster because you grow so much in that time.
Right.
And so it seems like everyone else is growing or getting older at a slower rate, But like mid-sized sedan. See, look at that tumor bulging out. I do have to admit, this scene, like gross out factor and like very good, very well done.
Yeah, I had a weird I just had a weird kind of realization. Not that it's anything profound that I haven't thought of, but there was a video that came up about the Stranger Things cast doing something.
Uh-huh.
And it was like they were like 11 and 12 when they did the first season, and now they're 18, 19. It's just so weird because it's like I feel like the show hasn't been around that long.
Well, right.
But they started filming it like 7 years ago.
Right.
So it's like I going from 11 to 18, like that felt like 10 lifetimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like the Harry Potter movies. The first one, they're like 10, 11 years old, and then the last one, they're like adults.
Right. Because it took them 15 years to do them all.
I cannot think. Come on, Balky. You need to give. Oh, here we go.
Jack Nicholson did a film with Marlon Brando.
Oh no.
What's his name? What's the name of that one?
Charles Bree.
Are you okay?
He's like Balky and Little Brick Martell.
Is he okay?
There's more guys that remind me of.
Gross.
There's the incision, but then it heals right away.
This doesn't make any sense.
Cut her again. We'll keep our hands in there to keep the incision open.
Ugh, God. It's like really gross.
Don't. I'll take care of her. Does anyone know the name of that film? It was with Jack Nicholson
Oh.
What film is it?
and Marlon Brando.
I don't think they were in a movie together.
Oh, that's how crazy he is.
Weak incision on the side of
I'll
the
look it
belly,
up.
4 to 6 inches.
I'm pretty
Please.
sure there isn't one.
Oh, God. Oh, it's so gross.
Fingers inside the incision. Here. Can you have a little wider, please?
Oh, man. They should have washed
Oh.
their hands.
It's close
Yeah,
enough.
it's called The Missouri Breaks.
Oh.
1976. It's a Western drama.
No wonder he couldn't remember.
It's the size of a cantaloupe. Wait.
Music by the great John Williams.
Wow.
Tissue, okay?
Is he still alive?
Hold the incision.
Yeah, I think so.
He's like 90.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Sorry, Chris. Passing.
1932 is when he was born.
Yeah, he's 90.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, gross. Nasty.
So this became, wow, it's kind of, maybe it's a little more of an Easter egg than we thought.
Okay.
This is from the Wikipedia page. Coming on the heels of Brando and Nicholson's Oscar-winning turns in The Godfather and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, respectively, the film was highly anticipated, but became a notorious critical and commercial flop.
Wow.
Vincent Canby's review in the May 20th, 1976 New York Times cited, quote, an out-of-control performance by Brando.
Out of control in a bad way?
I'm guessing. Brando agreed to accept $1 million for 5 weeks of work, plus $11 1.3% of the gross receipt in excess of $10 million. Nicholson agreed to accept $1.25 million for 10 weeks' work plus 10% of the gross receipt excess with the excess of $12.5 million. Blah, blah, blah. Despite the 2 stars, the movie reportedly earned a domestic box office gross of a mere $14 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what the inflation.
But as
calculator ever
of
put
July
that.
21st, the film holds, or July of 2021, the film holds an 81% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah. The film having ripened over the years, time has worked wonders on the Missouri Breaks. On first release, Arthur Penn's 1976 Western found itself derided as an addled, self-indulgent folly. Today, its quieter passages resonate more satisfyingly, while its lunatic take on a decadent, dying frontier seems oddly appropriate. Perhaps, for the last time, there's a whiff of a method to Brando's madness. He plays his hired gun as a kind of cowboy Charles Manson, serene and demonic.
Wow.
So maybe you ready to give Shyamalan some credit here?
Yeah, I was gonna. We might be thinking the same thing.
Is this him? Is this him trying to say that's what this movie's going to be?
Right.
Or is that him maybe making a comment about a different movie that he made?
Oh.
Like
He's
I'm
still bitter about Lady in the Water.
no, I was thinking The Village.
Oh, okay.
I
Because
feel
that actually is good.
I think that I firmly believe that in future generations, like when there's movies, like if you look at the AFI top 100 films, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were poorly received in the beginning, just like this Missouri Breaks movie, right?
Yeah.
But then as it goes on, it becomes revered, and a lot of it has to do, with just maybe people see it more and more or whatever.
Yeah.
With the idea of The Village, The Village had very poor advertising. It advertised like it was a monster movie, and it turned out that it wasn't a monster movie, and it was more than that. So when people go in and see The Village blindly, they receive it better. And so if when you take out the preconceived parts of it and you just watch it with blindly, it's a masterful movie, I think.
Yeah. I was when I saw it, I knew what the ending was, because I think same thing with Unbreakable. So we're both those, but I'm able to watch things objectively, but still, I wish I could have gone into The Village blind. I think it's because I just heard all the hype about it, and so I basically knew how it ended after it came out.
I saw it in theaters and never decided to watch it again after until years later. Was dating a girl and we rented it and we watched it, and afterwards I was like, wow, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. Like I remember it was still really good.
Yeah.
And she was like, that was awesome, that movie was great. And then the same thing, it was like, you mentioned people, they're like, oh, that movie was great. And it's like, well, did you see it in theaters? Or did you see it like, on TV or something? Like, oh, no, I saw it years later, like on DVD or something. It's like, well, then there you go. It's going to age really well.
Right?
What's not aging well is this movie.
This movie can't age well. No matter how old this movie gets.
Oh, here comes.
It's not going to be good.
Here comes show favorite Alex Wolf.
So
Eating
they said
pasta
they're
salad like a Neanderthal.
No, I'm not hungry.
No, I'm not hungry. We should watch Sharp Objects. This is HBO. We should watch that. It's a great TV show. This bitch was in it.
Okay.
It was really good. It was like a murder mystery. Balky is pissed. There's another guy he looks like, and I can't put my finger on it. It's Balky. It's a little bit of Rick Martel. Oh God.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Kara, what did you do?
We were just playing. It's okay. Just got a little fat.
Mom, you're better.
So they're too unaware and childish to understand that she's pregnant, that he's gotten her pregnant, but they were mature enough to even think of doing that.
Yeah, see, yeah.
This movie's the shits.
If she walked into the emergency room, I'd say she's about 5 months pregnant.
What?
What? Just stay calm.
Like, what?
She'll only be
She thinks it's funny.
20 minutes from the time of conception. Why do you keep looking at me
So
like you still want to
their hair's not growing, their fingernails aren't growing. It's only their cells that are aging.
know what you're talking about?
But then he's also got a happy trail.
Concentrate on the issue at hand. Do you know about movies?
Dad, Mom tells you to sit down when you get like this.
You need to get her help. Okay, this cannot happen here.
It's gotten bigger.
Kara. It's Kara, right?
Yeah.
This is bad.
It's gonna be okay. There's a lot of
Like, I'm just kind of like, it's just, how much can you rag on something? I thought it was gonna be easy. It's to the point where it's just such, it's like my mind is sitting there telling me like, oh, there's a deeper meaning here, and it's all about how, we all grow up too fast these days, and adults arguing and divorce and blah blah blah. And so I'm sure M. Night Shyamalan was probably going through fucking family issues or something during this, I bet.
Yeah.
But again, they introduced the guy hanging out on the fucking hill watching them, and all this beach stuff means nothing then. It's not this surreal, I'm gonna marry her.
We are never getting divorced.
See, like, look at this. I wish I was never even born.
Yeah. And the camera, it's like that was a goofy camera choice. I don't understand.
No, it's like a kind of a try hard move for sure. Like it's like this weird this crane shot. I don't know. See, like, this girl's wise above her years. You see how she's like keeps it together. She was the one consoling her brother earlier. Like, her brother is like this, like, naive, like, hee 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 hee.
Mm-hmm.
Another weird thing is that the sister doesn't look older than Alex Wolff.
Right. So she's a few years older than him. She was 11, I think, and he was 7, so he's what, 16 here, supposedly.
Because they're obviously there's some sort of weird effect on his voice, right? There's
don't
a
know.
weird, like, because he's like very like squealy, and I don't remember him being that squealy like in Hereditary.
I don't know. Maybe he's just acting. He's doing something with his voice.
I will make these decisions. Just give me a second.
This guy really needs to know what the fuck that movie was.
Right? It's a secret on that movie. Who are you?
And what is he? Jaren is his name.
I don't know where you've been.
Like the stabby part is what I don't get with him. Is like,
Put some makeup on your face.
You know, because like they're obviously making the yeah, okay, he's got dementia. He's gonna go Vern Gardner on someone. He's already fucking went Stabby Joe on fucking pickup truck or whatever. And
Just give him one little gash.
and like
When I was your age, I was in love with a man.
his name was Giuseppe.
His name was Giuseppe.
So
Giuseppe.
fucking terrible.
He wasn't very handsome, and I left him. He looked silly getting behind.
I remember it being Giuseppe because it's just like the name of like a frozen dinner. Uncle Giuseppe's fucking SpaghettiOs or some shit. Grocery outlet.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
For some reason, I think about him a lot.
Anyways, they have the fucking the dementia dude like stabbing. Like why? Who? Violently stabbing the ground. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
I don't.
Leave
Is it
me alone.
because he's a surgeon and they're really stabby?
Oh.
Very stabby people.
Oh. See, look, he's like, why is he stabbing him? Insane.
Yeah, and he gets way too much offense in this
Yeah.
movie for a mentally sick old man. Like, not only does he overpower a mid-sized vehicle,
Truck boy. Truck man. Truck. See, like now they've confirmed there's a man watching them. So now everything on the beach,
all the morals, and
just anything
the
that's on the
story.
beach now is only going to be a morsel of what the end game is. Like, it's only, there's a cause and effect. This isn't there isn't, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you
could-
know now that somehow we're going to find out who that guy is in there, and that
Right.
means more than what's going on the beach now.
yeah, they could
Right?
still do the whole ending thing that they do and not
And not tease that
show
he's up
this
there.
guy. Yeah,
By showing him that he's up there, they're making you sit back and expect for it to happen now. You're like, well, obviously when the kids go and swim at the end to the coral, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
well, obviously they're going to have the guy there there's some sort of answer to be had.
yeah. I'll make it. I was on the swim team, he says.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was on the swim team
I
30
was-
years ago.
don't worry, I was on the swim team. What an asshole.
Maybe I could climb that rock. Maybe the effect, the blacking out, doesn't happen if you go off. You can't do that.
I'll do it.
Yeah, he's strong. He can do it.
Yeah. No, I won't allow my son to do that.
Miles Teller stepping in. Mama Bear.
I will not allow my son to do that.
I will not allow my son to do that.
I'm managing.
My son.
No one must know.
They need to go to a hospital.
They'll try to stop me from working. Now, tell me what to do. Oscar, something's bothering me.
What is that? Was that his mom's bone?
Some kind of mental disorder.
He was
I don't
rubbing.
know. I really,
Which group was sick?
it all makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just they keep jumping to the next thing. And it's like
A random sweepstakes.
one nonsensical thing to the next.
I just followed it up online, started getting emails.
They know our medical condition. They chose us.
They chose us.
They have our passports. We could just disappear.
They sent us a special car to the airport.
But
They
we make it look like we never left our house.
They got
How many
it all figured
people-
out. Oh, and then hey, there's another man.
And how many test groups have to disappear before the
You're thinking about
law enforcement starts
Nobody.
getting
It's
really worked up?
international. No one knows.
If there's like 10 people in every group, 72 groups.
You just fake it. You fake a accident.
I didn't want you two to suffer.
I didn't want you to suffer.
Was there someone else?
What are they talking about?
The divorce and then how her mom was banging some other guy.
Oh.
Did Dad know?
No.
Why are you telling your 11-year-old daughter about your transgressions?
Well, she asked.
I found out about this tumor.
You lie. One of the most important things you can do for your children is
I
lie.
found the remains of nameless people in glass cases, and I kept thinking I'm going to be one of those people. Does that make any sense? I feel different.
You just, the older you get, the more you just understand what the lies were,
Does
and you
that
never
make
talk
any
about them.
sense?
Feels like an illusion, I swear.
Did
You hate me now.
you hate me now?
I just need some time, Mom.
That's all she needs is some time.
We all need time, sweetheart.
There is no time.
We don't have that, babe. We don't have that, babe. Do you think the actors thought? Oh, you're an adult. Here we go.
Be stronger for everyone.
Oh God, you didn't need to have this scene. It's already obvious that she puts it on herself to be stronger for everyone by her actions.
Right.
Now you have. It's like you have to
That's
show
just have
this
a monologue.
in case no one else knows. If no one else has picked up on it, and if no one else has picked up on that yet, then they shouldn't be watching fucking movies.
Do you think they did any of this with the greens? Because, like, obviously they go in the water sometimes, so it's like they're on the beach. But, like, do you think they did stuff where they just started filming it parts in a studio?
Well, I mean, it is perfectly plausible. Oh shit! There's Ken Lang. It's perfectly plausible that they did some shots in front of a green screen simply because with the pandemic and stuff, maybe they had to do some sort of reshoot or add a scene or something, and they were already back in the States or wherever they were, and just decided to get, a shot.
Yeah. I think they did. I think that's what happened.
It's also interesting because this looks like it's a entirely different day than what it was when they birthed the child and the child died. Now it's like overcast. I mean, I get that can happen at the beach and stuff. It's just you gotta assume that some of the stuff was shot on different days, and so this looks definitely like a different day.
Right.
We're not getting off this beach. We never had a prom or a graduation. There's so many memories we didn't have. It's not fair.
Kenny really doesn't look like either of his parents.
No, well, I mean,
he looks a little more like his
like
dad
Balky.
than.
Yeah, Balky and him kind of like.
Yeah, it's better than the Hereditary pairing.
Well, yeah, that's all-time egregious lack of explanation ever in a film.
But they made up for it with the entertainment value and and great production. Where this one, all I can see are the egregious mistakes.
Oh no.
Yes, climb.
Trent, we are in charge now. My dad can hurt more people. I have to get him off this beach.
Tara, don't climb that. Come down. We'll find another way.
No! Don't! Trent, Mom!
I have to go with her.
Tara! Wait! Don't climb! Let me get your mother!
It's not the way. She's panicked and desperate. Talk to each other. Tara,
Talk to each other.
just stay together.
This is your 6-year-old son.
What are we
Right.
Why is he like? What?
Right. I was just thinking about it with her. It's like kids, a 6 or 7-year-old isn't gonna have the idea of being like brave. I mean, I understand that she's a 6-year-old who's gone through being pregnant, being a mother,
Yeah.
losing her child
Yeah,
tragically.
tragic.
Go to an engine rest.
But I don't think it warrants this kind of bravery.
There has to be a way out. This man about to go certainty. There must be a way out.
No, where's she son?
Oh God. They should have had her fall right on Alex Wolf, and then just both of them are done.
How lazy can you be? You start falling asleep while you're climbing up a wall. Kids.
I mean, she fell like that. I mean, she's soup.
Right. She's gonna turn into mush. She should be surrounded by flies and maggots by now.
I mean, it is horrific, but it's not like, again, he knew her for any longer than this afternoon.
Family goes alone anywhere.
There's a CGI wrinkles.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, this bitch
oh,
is
she's
gone.
building a raft.
I have a sister. She's a therapist too. I need to get to my sister. We never talked. We had a fight a long time ago. She's older, but now I am. The fighting seems ridiculous now.
Uh-oh.
She was fine. What's happening?
She's suffering through the world's longest seizure.
Yeah. That's right. Good point.
She's been having a seizure for 3 months.
Oh, Jesus. What an awful sight. And then you got this. We got Fern Gagne over there.
Damn it. I was just gonna go stab that one. Oh well.
Uh-oh. My eyesight is leaving me. I am bulky. Now I want to start banging his wife at least. Now you at least don't look like Miles Teller as much.
Actually, she looks more like Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. You're right. Holy shit. That's what he just realized too.
He goes, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do it, but I don't want to have to do it."
Somebody's coming to us, Sarah.
Oh.
I can't protect you anymore.
I can't protect you anymore. This character.
I don't think you were protecting anybody at all.
This character is so not necessary.
You don't know. Jared went in a different way. He went on, and I'm a better swimmer than he is. He's older than me. I can probably swim left and get out.
He's acting like a child. I'm a better swimmer than him. What's your name and occupation?
I mean, you might as well let him. It's like, clearly nothing's getting better here.
Right, but you know, he's got to protect him. She's obviously going deaf. Lucky her. And she doesn't have to hear Alex Wolff fucking whine and bitch.
You let me try.
Uh-oh, her back's hunched.
I need my calcium.
I need calcium.
Stay with her. Don't look at me.
I say that every time I look at myself in the mirror.
That you need your calcium.
I need my calcium. I need my wine. I just start talking to myself in case there's a camera and I'm performing in a movie and I need exposition.
I have to tell you something.
I can't stand this bulky motherfucker.
How come you hate him so much?
Just both of them annoy me. I saw your text messages one day.
He says romantic things.
He says romantic things.
I'm sorry.
Is that it?
I don't know who I would have been okay with, but that guy,
That guy.
he's a joke. He's a
joke.
pretend person. You deserve someone so much better than that.
You know, it's like this movie was written by someone whose English wasn't their first language, and so all their dialogue is just
This was no one's
Google
responsibility
translated.
but me. Your anger should be aimed at me.
I think that might be what happened. Or like you said before, it might have just been written by bots.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
could have been like an M. Night Shyamalan bot.
M. Night Shyamalan just put in all the key points
But with you,
of the plot and the
Yeah.
characters.
do you believe me?
Spent like 15 minutes typing together a bunch of words and names.
Yep, you put
And
like
then
a,
put it into the calculator, into
Yep.
the bot calculator, and it wrote a
Right now.
thriller, drama, whatever the fuck this is. Whatever this is.
It's bad, is what it is.
It's not good. That's what it is.
Yeah. The newest
I know what
M.
it
Night
isn't.
Shyamalan movie is 3 letters. BAD.
Nose books.
How does M. Night Shyamalan spell old? BAD.
You know how M. Night Shyamalan spells old? DUM.
Whoever it was wanted to be a science fiction writer, as well as story ideas. Birds that can make you black out when they scream fly too close to an Emirates commercial playing one day. He realized he was never getting
Oh.
off this beach.
Here we go.
He's trying to figure out what's going on.
This kid's gonna
Magic
crack the
is
code.
this exact spot on the earth with the rocks on this beach, submerged beneath the ocean for millions of years, deposited with special minerals, are causing our cells to age at a rapid rate. Are there other places like this?
Believe the texts,
Who found
you know?
this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, people,
Scriptures.
you know, you're not supposed to believe what you read on the internet, but you are supposed to believe what you read in books.
Mhm. Especially
So-
books
Like at a dentist's office, you know when they
that you
put
find
metal
in a
stuff
sack
for an
at the
X-ray?
beach.
I mean, then we could just walk out with it on us, and I mean, we'll get dizzy at first.
Remember,
slowly we'll get used
this
to
is
it.
the brain of a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Are we gonna make metal too?
He wrote down a list of all the names and the addresses of the people with him on the beach.
I'm
Maddox, that's
noticing a
the
lot of continuity errors in the story.
That's a camera.
They're recording us.
Like what? I'm starting to like the movie. I'm coming around on it.
Yeah?
No.
That's what everyone's going to be saying in 30 years.
Yeah, I know, you're right. You're just being cynical.
You know, people shit on it because it sucked really bad, but, you know, maybe, I mean, if you compare it to, like, The Force Awakens, I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Real creepy.
This really bothers me.
Why is he crawling?
Who is that?
Just to be creepy. It's just to
Right.
be creepy.
It's just to be creepy.
You're gonna tell him what I did. The man with the tattoos. He was gonna steal things from my home.
Like my wife. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
I can't let you tell him.
that would sting.
I'm a good doctor. He was gonna follow us. He was gonna steal things from our home. Why didn't you believe me? I stopped him.
Yeah, he's getting entirely too much offense.
Right, you gotta grab some sand and throw it in his eyes.
Keep having his thoughts. They keep coming.
Oh. Way too much offense. I'll protect you.
And he wields it like he's fencing really slow. It's like just swiping,
Yeah.
scraping. They were hiding. They were in the shadows. They were in the shadows, far away from where the action is.
Oh, God.
Run into the dark cave.
To run into the fucking weird...
Oh no. It's Ann Coulter.
So unnecessary.
She's so upset about being seen by the kids that she's trying to kill them.
God, this is just...
She's trying to kill them. How can she...
Oh my gosh. There, now you get the sand. It's like, why'd you wait so long?
Because it was in the script that he had to wait.
I know. It's already healed. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, Jesus,
It's the
guys.
worst.
Take it away from me!
Oh, just stop, lady.
Just
Like, what is
yeah.
she doing now? And then now she, like, fucking spins out of control. Like, she's having a short circuit. Oh, God. God, fuck this movie, man. This is the worst. I'm not gonna say I never want to see another one of his movies again, but this almost is bad enough to drive you away, to never want to give him another chance.
Right.
It's like for every time he's giving me the fucking visit, I get shit like this.
No, but this is just... I actually... A controversial take, but I like...
Poison that gets into your bloodstream. Thanks for explaining. God, I hate you. Burger.
Yeah.
This movie's the worst,
I like
man.
Lady in the Water. I don't think Lady in the Water was that bad.
That was a terrible movie. Granted, I only saw it one time.
Yeah. I thought that movie got more hate than it deserved. it's like, why couldn't you just stab him in the throat or something? It has to
Right.
be where it's it'll poison you and then you'll die. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it villains who, when they go to try to kill someone, that they say a lot more than what they need to because they're teasing? It's like,
Yeah, it's
first
like
I'm gonna throw you into a vat of oil.
Yeah, Dr. Evil and stuff.
Yeah, sharks with laser beams on their head. It's going to be very painful for you.
Mom, are you warm in it?
So they all gather together and
It's nausea. His violent departure leaves us with the young.
Did they use prosthetics or CGI to make them look older?
I think it's CGI. There's no way they put enough detail, attention to that kind of detail to put prosthetics on them.
No, it would have cost so much money
Right.
and time. They only had 48 hours
Yeah,
to
this
film.
to
edit it, to film it, to edit it,
and to release it.
and
And it was a 48-hour film. They followed the South Park model, and it's like they just waited, a couple hours to make it.
I think it's your last moments. You might want to let your daughter know she sucks at singing. She's no good.
Are we fighting about something?
We were.
Well, whatever it was, I'm not mad anymore.
So he's also suffering from dementia now.
Well, they're old now.
They look 55.
No, they're like in their 80s right now. They're because she's deaf and he's blind. And he's like, "What? Why did we want to leave this beach? So beautiful."
It doesn't matter.
You think that's a deeper? Was that supposed to be like a deeper meaning? Like, why do we want to grow up and leave Earth? It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I like trying to. I feel like I like putting that like deeper meaning into things that probably don't really have a deeper meaning at all.
I mean, why not? I don't know what was going through the bot's algorithm when they came up with that line of dialogue. I just don't know. I don't know what the computer was trying to convey when it wrote the script.
The colors red,
The
orange,
Indian-
blue, and yellow.
Oh.
That probably means something, right?
Uh-oh. Well, no, he wouldn't be like 80 because the kids are still 18, 20,
No,
25.
no.
Or
Because
the
when they
kids-
wake up in the morning, they are like 50 years old.
Right, but that's only because that 8 hours passes while or however long they're passed out for.
Mom is gonna, as is tradition, the mom will walk herself into the ocean and drown herself, as is tradition. There's a great example of one of those shots where it was like,
Okay.
well, see, like this could all be CGI for all we know because it's all dark and doesn't matter.
Right. You can do all this in Blender.
Yeah.
There's children that can do that on Blender. I can't do that on Blender.
I didn't know children were allowed to be on Blender.
This is Blender without just Blender, BLENDR.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. My favorite part of the movie, folks. We get the love child of the great character actor Stanley Tucci and Anthony Kiedis. Under the bridge downtown
Is where I drew some blood.
Ding ding dong dong ding ding dong dong ding ding. It makes me hate
Maybe
the
Anthony
character
Kiedis
more.
wrote the dialogue for this. He wrote the nonsensical dialogue for this whole time. Maybe he wrote the whole movie. This is an Anthony Kiedis production.
He's just as much Stanley Tucci. Miss Honey.
We just got 3 days older while you held my face.
He looks like he's 50 years old.
Yeah, he does.
And he's 38.
I just don't believe it.
I can't believe it. And that's right now. So that means if this was shot almost 2 years ago, it means he was only 36, maybe right there.
Sandcastle.
Oh, I guess so.
Holy cow.
Oh my God, he's the same age as us, basically. He looks like he could be our dad.
Definitely. He looks like Stanley Tucci and Anthony Kiedis right now.
I wonder if everybody continues to feel like a kid when we're our age, or is it because we were kids yesterday?
This is shot like
Great
one of those YouTube videos where you have like two celebrities and they're like doing a task but they're like talking about something else. Like they're,
Yeah. Like they're cooking and then they're talking about like
Yeah.
so like or it's like,
Like this, like-
what was the first time you heard your song on the radio?
yeah, that's exactly how this comes off.
I heard you were in a movie with Barbara Streisand when you were a kid.
Each symbol means a letter. We thought we were like spies.
We thought we were like spies. They reminisce as if they've. I mean, maybe their brain grows as well, so it seems like they've got it all. But like, again, they're only 11.
Right, it's not
7.
your span of knowledge isn't gonna expand
Right.
as your brain ages.
What's it saying?
I'm out of my head. Oh, hurry, or I may be dead.
The coral might protect us from the effects of the rocks. Maybe that's like a metal tube.
Maybe we're just making up what we want to hear.
Maybe you heard they took people to
That should have been what happened. That's a better ending. That's a better movie.
He has no idea
What was it?
means, but he knows his back.
Maybe we're just making up what we want to hear.
Ah, there you go.
He's trying to help us.
That would have been better too.
This looks CGI.
Wait,
Didn't
Yes,
that look?
no, yes,
that
for
was
sure.
Badly.
And then when they do this, when they're actually on the beach running through sand, that's not even them. It's just two other
It's
actors.
just to their feet.
Oh
yeah.
no, there they are.
Well, I'm sure it's not. It's pretty expensive to get Stanley Tucci to be in your film.
Right. And Miss Honey.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't get Jennifer Aniston. So they're like, well, what about Embeth Davidtz? Is she still alive? Can she get here in... Can we book her a flight? Can she be here in 4 hours?
She's a lot taller than I remember. Oh wait, that's Warwick Davis I was thinking of.
Oh wonder if they're related.
Maybe.
And Warwick Davis was in a movie with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was. Oh wow. Oh, there he goes. Stanley Tucci, you're my hero. Saving your sister. Go, go, go. This should have just been it.
Yeah.
It should have been.
Right here.
Good people,
Yeah, this is how you end it.
each
Like
day.
somebody's obviously looking at him, and then, boom, there you go.
Yeah, I would take that. Like if it was no one, I'd say, oh. I wonder what made them think about going to the coral.
Oh well.
Captain's log 11274. Deceased.
Captain's log.
Captain's log.
That's how
I
he
took
puts
a
on.
poop.
Both of them drowned. For a second, I thought they were going to get through the coral. At least someone thought about going there.
Are you sure they didn't make it? We can't have another incident.
Cindy, relax.
Another incident. So there was an incident before us where someone survived, possibly. Another incident. Prequel. There's a whole series.
Or just.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Drives back, returning to base.
What a dick. What a waste. What a waste of resources. Waste of a spot.
They're gonna tie.
Not a spot. My spot.
They're gonna do another. They're gonna do another movie that's about the person who survived, and it's gonna somehow tie into the Shyamalan universe.
Do you actually want to know what the next Shyamalan movie's going to be?
Yes.
I believe Dave Bautista is cast as the lead in it.
Speaking of fake bullshit.
Shamalama ding dong. Got a Wikipedia.
Shamalama dong dong.
Shamalama ding dong. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. Filmography. Director. So there is a movie that's going to be out next year called Knock at the Cabin, and that's the one with Dave Bautista in it.
Is there a trailer out yet?
No.
All rooms for this trial have been cleared.
Jonathan Groff, Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint,
Ooh.
Nikki Amuka Bird. That's the woman who had the seizures in this film.
Okay.
Hello. A moment of silence for the members of Trial 73.
If I
What a
ever
warm-
lose my faith in you.
A moment of silence to all the people we murdered. But it's okay, because we're saving lives.
It's collateral damage.
The ends justify the means.
Thousands of lives and new medicines. Before we're done,
It's like Team America when they beat the shit out of Paris, France. Don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. As the city's in shambles and the Eiffel Tower's knocked over. We killed the terrorists.
One of this cohort was a woman with the epileptic seizures.
Yeah, here we go.
Her name was Patricia Carmichael. She suffered debilitating seizures her whole life. Nothing could help her. The medicine we gave her when she arrived turned out to be the exact mixture. She had a seizure for 8 hours and 17 minutes.
8 hours. She never sees you
16
for
and a half years.
16 and a half years.
We cured her of her epilepsy. We'll now fast track trials
16 years goes by in 8 hours.
and share it with the whole world.
So it's 2 hours. 2 years every hour.
Okay.
Make
One day in
Lots
still a
of work to be
lifetime.
done, everyone. Let's do what nature wanted us to do.
I'm starting to miss
And you end the movie there. Like you
I
keep
know
going.
they just keep going.
It's like you get it.
Florence for a little bit company again.
I'm gonna be a broken record about this, Niels. We should separate the pure medical subjects from mental illness subjects. Our violent schizophrenic patient cost us the data on our blood clot patient. Sydney, I doubt we'll alter protocol at this point, but put it in a form and submit it to Warner Warner.
It's just it's everything happened on the beach. It's like what's the, why? I mean, you get it why, but it's just like, what's the point of sticking around now? Why are you sticking around still?
You have to trust me. Don't ask questions.
Because you're in too deep.
Okay.
No, they could have just ended it with the guy,
No, those kids are fun.
with like the fucking nerds in the lab.
How they
This guy here.
was he the guy that was laying with the chicks?
Yeah, his dick and balls are drained.
Yeah, he's chafed. He's had to change his underwear 4 times just since this morning because of
Oh,
all
yeah.
the leakage, like the
They're
blood.
sleeping. Like they're in their room sleeping.
Yeah, and a
'Cause
pile of
they're tuckered.
yeah.
They are tuckered out. He pounded them so silly that they need to rest.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brody. Welcome to our version of
Yeah,
life.
their buttholes look like hamburger meat.
Oh yeah, he destroyed.
Slug.
They were doing very horrid stuff to each other.
Primary food and beverage preferences that you selected. We've made you cocktails to welcome you.
That was the medicine.
Mr. and Mrs. Brody.
Surprised the couple didn't come out of the van and be like, "Hi, I'm John. I suffer from a heart condition. I'm also a diabetic." "Hello, my name is Diane.
My name is Craig Kappa.
Crimp Kappa.
I have breast cancer.
I'm Maris Kappa.
I'm Frank Kappa."
All 3 are missing persons. Sending you the rest of the names now.
Yeah, there you go. Taking care of business, and I get to go back up to the bedroom and take care a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. I deserve this one.
Yep. Cracked another case, ladies.
Oh, please. Just give us more time.
You're insatiable. Imagine being one of these people. Fuck. We're going to jail.
What is she panicking about?
Because the fucking kids. The kids are
Oh.
there. There
Well,
he is. Fucking Stanley
Well, how does she...
Tucci.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. It seems like she would not be very privy to everything, but I guess maybe she is. This poor kid is hideous. He looks like a bulldog.
He does have that bulldog mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a harsh underbite. Arrgh. He looks like the kind of face of somebody who's... It always sounds like they're snoring. Even when they're not. Oh god, now we gotta go back to this.
Yeah, we have to go back and watch.
We know.
We get it. They've made it through.
They made it. what's gonna happen? Oh fuck, they're still here.
There we go. God. This score is so pretentious.
It's not John Williams. He's a pretty good swimmer for a 6-year-old.
Right? Again, these are children.
I mean, he held his breath for a long time. He's got great cardio.
This is just... So they're just floating in the middle of the water. And they somehow make their way back to the resort.
Oh fuck. We're still going.
Arrested everybody here. Subpoenas are being served at more and more in headquarters this week. Let's get them to the airport. Your aunt will be waiting for you when you land. How's she handling things?
How would you feel if a 50-year-old man called and told you he was your 6-year-old nephew?
How's she taking it? She doesn't believe us. She just thinks we're strange people calling for that are playing a
She
prank.
believes this is a prank. Fuck.
She didn't take it well at all. She chuckled and she hung up the phone.
This movie's bad. This movie's a slog. It's offensive.
I think that's the right word to use, is offensive. Is it done yet?
It's finally over. God, I hope you're still with us, people. And here comes the fucking.
Based on the graphic novel Sandcastle.
This is the song of the song of the movie. The theme. Fuck this shit.
Well,
there's 6 minutes and 45 seconds left on this fucking.
there isn't a
sequence.
scene after the credits, is there?
I don't know. Is there? Let's see.
We'll just fast
I'm
forward
just
to the
gonna
end.
fast forward it. Fuck it.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it at all.
Get ready for the sequel.
Yeah, right.
Older.
So burger.
Yeah.
This is a negative cheeseburger movie, right?
I mean, I don't give negative cheeseburgers,
But this deserves it.
It would warrant it if I
like. This is like, I feel like you never get 0 cheeseburgers.
I have 0.
Right,
Which
but
this
no. But then something like this warrants a -5 cheeseburger. Like, there's no -4 cheeseburger. There's no -3, 2, 1. There's either 0 or it's -5. Like, it's so bad it's -5.
Right.
This is a -5 cheeseburger film for me and should only be watched in a mocking and jokingly manner.
Right, or it should be shown in. This should be shown in like film school of like, here's all the reasons why this sucks, and here's all the things you don't do. You don't try to produce an entire film with $20 million in 48 hours.
Right, and you don't give a guy who clearly doesn't care about putting out quality film the platform to do that.
No.
But we'll see. I'll probably go see his next movie. So
I'm definitely gonna go see his next movie.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was the commentary for Old. join us again for another one.
All right.
God
And
bless.
you can email us at
brute.n.fruit@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Facebook and other social medias, Twitter. Let us know if you're watching. Let us know if you want us to do another one or anything in particular. And check out our regular show whenever that gets posted. Take it easy.